So there's a new Stellar Blade game coming, and this time ShiftUp is going to be publishing their own damn game to literally get out of the shackles and cuckold of Sony, because Sony wants everything censored. So the new game is going to be called Stellar Blade Blood Rain, and apparently the new main character, I forgot her name already. I think it's Evie. Evie. Evie looks like she's a child. Let's see what Chibi Reviews has to say about this.
The reason why I'm saying that is because the very people that were basically, like, complaining about Evie's design right now, like, they're complaining and saying that she, you know, has, like, this childlike face, and saying, why didn't they keep Eve's design? These are the same people that were straight up calling Eve from Steller Blade, the first game, saying that her design was problematic and her face had childlike features as well. I mean, you can even see it right here. So those that are basically trying to gaslight and say that, the controversy with Stellar Blade Blood Rain is brand new, and they didn't try this in the past with the first Stellar Blade, despite, you know, obviously some pushback, and then its success after when it came out. Really,
and this is dead on. They basically said that Eve was too sexy, that Eve looked like a child, Eve this and Eve that, over-sexualization, all this shit. And do you know what ShiftUp ended up doing? Millions in copies sold of Stellar Blade. Now, they had promised that they wouldn't censor anything, and unfortunately, because Sony had the grasp on the game, they had no choice but to make some changes to some of the outfits. Because of that, I myself didn't purchase Stellar Blade, but I do know of its success, even though I didn't purchase it myself. And I felt betrayed because ShiftUp took a strong stance against the censorship that Sony was trying to impose, but they couldn't do anything about it. But with this new game, I hear that they're self-publishing the game, so Sony won't be able to do shit. But that also means that Sony may not allow the game on the platform.
it just goes to show that they just do not like the fact that an Asian game is successful. That is really what is on display as of late. I mean, like, look at this comment here from Chan Walrus, saying, to be fair, yeah, Eevee looks like I did when I was 15, just with slightly less muscle. From a developer perspective, I genuinely think that we make games not for ourselves, but for our audiences. If we are saying our audiences should, like, jailbait character models, I'd be making a different game. Like, bro, what in the hell? Like, apparently this person is thinking that this is a problematic design. I'm gonna say it, guys. If you see an actual real living human being in this, and they look like a kid to you, I honestly think that you need professional help. I actually...
And that is goddamn true. My speaker powered off. Anyways, that is fucking true. If you can look at this character design, this character model, and say that that's a fucking child, you may want to delete your search history.
Actually think that the line of reality is starting to get distorted quite a bit, and your perception on what an adult and a kid looks like is also starting to warp. And I think that if you are legitimately viewing this as straight up a kid, like the design of Eevee as a kid, I honestly, you really do need professional help, because like this is actually insane. Like, I mean, look at this level of gaslighting here. This chick looks like a legit dude with no ass. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Like, what, dude? I mean, like, it is just escalating. Like, this situation has legitimately gone off the rails, and it has really just exposed even those that are continuously anti-censorship to being pro-censorship. Like, I'm not joking. Like, there's a lot of content creators I have actually seen in the last 24 hours, actually 48 hours at this point, that have just been completely masked off, and it is very disappointing to see. And I just seeing the entire narrative around this game and how so many people are really trying to tear this game down right now and trying to say it's problematic for a woman having a short haircut, a tomboy-like character archetype. Like, why can't we have a tomboy character archetype? Which, by the way, the developers of ShiftUp, they straight up admitted that the design of Eevee here is actually inspired by Battle Angel in its entirety. Like, they were 100% inspired by it. So, my assumption when I watched the trailer a few days ago, where it gave me a lot of, like, Ghost in the Shell and Battle Angel vibes, I was right on the money. Like, they straight up admitted that, yes, there was inspiration in the design and the world setting and everything for that, so that's very good to see. But, I mean, just like, this entire situation continuously spirals out of control. I mean, this one right here, honestly, is just... This is aging like fine wine. Like, I want to reread this post here. CEO of Japanese sexy game company says depicting adult women with small chests has become risky, which is why all their characters are extremely well endowed. And this was literally at the end of last month. It hasn't even been a full month since this.
Now, let me talk a little bit about this. Because while Japan is bending the knee to the Western standards of wanting shit censored, because it's problematic or whatever. And then we can talk about the Chinese, but the Chinese are radical when it comes to censorship over there. That's a whole different situation. Koreans do not bend the knee. Korean game developers do not give a flying fuck. But in some cases, they will bend the knee and change only a little bit. Other than that, ShiftUp, being a Korean game developer or a Korean publisher, yeah, they're not gonna bend the knee to the Western standards. So all of you guys that think that this game is problematic because of Eevee, you can eat a dick, and the Koreans think so as well.
Was posted, and it's proving to be correct that basically that ShiftUp, you know, they are a company that clearly doesn't want to bend the knee. They're not wanting to follow the unrisky path and play it safe. They're willing to do whatever it takes to present a game they want, and I respect that. It's the same thing with, like, for instance, Nier Automata, and I would like to remind everybody, like, when Nier Automata came out years ago, I remember the same exact drama that is around, for instance, you know, Eevee and then Eve from the previous Steller Blade game.
Wait, hold on. Nier Automata, isn't that Japanese, though? That's Japanese made. And I know that there was a lot of issues surrounding that game as well, because they were saying that 2B was overly sexualized and stuff like that. And, I mean, that's what the developer wanted. That's exactly why that game sold out, basically. Like, that's why that game did so fucking well. The fucking creator of Nier Automata, he's fucking insane, but like the games, everything about that whole series did well. There's a permanent raid in Final Fantasy XIV dedicated to Nier Automata. Like, it's permanently in the fucking game. That's how successful that game is. There is 2B panties or leggings. There is 2B collaborations all over the fucking place. Or Nier Automata collaborations all over the fucking place. But at the end of the day, because I gotta stop this damn video soon, in a minute, ShiftUp is not going to bend the knee. And like I said previously, those of you who think that this game is going to be problematic, that thinks this character, Eevee, is problematic, you can eat a dick. Because they're not gonna make no changes to it. It's not gonna happen. I'm done. I'm out.